Loneliness is something we all experience at times in life. Sometimes it comes from actually being alone, but many times it comes from just feeling alone, regardless of who or what is around us. This video will help you shift from searching for outside sources to relieve your loneliness and instead show you how to find what you really need inside yourself. If I haven't met you yet, welcome. I'm Melissa Holy, and this is part 2 in my video series focused on managing stress during COVID-19. I am so looking forward to connecting with you on this important topic today about how to deal with loneliness. So how can we learn to embrace times of solitude? How can it change us? And how can we decide to change it to actually make us stronger? I believe that it all begins when we truly understand and learn how to encourage ourselves. I've heard it said that we've become so accustomed to the lifestyle of a noisy, distracting, overloaded, and overstimulated culture. And because of that, we've grown to fear solitude. Somehow, many people really don't know how to be alone without being lonely. The pandemic has definitely magnified that problem. In my own life, I've had more than my share of times of being alone, and plenty of times where I felt alone. But I soon realized that I did not have to be lonely. Over time, I've learned how to encourage myself. I also discovered that God can do His best work in us when we are alone. He builds us up in quiet times. He strengthens us in private. And He can do powerful work in times of isolation. It can be a time of amazing transformation and an opportunity for a reset. When we can shift how we view time alone, we can look at it as a time to actually become more inside, a time to get you ready for new seasons ahead, a time for gain, not for loss. And what it develops in you in seasons of solitude can be used in so many important ways to define and to clarify your life purpose, even preparing you for who you're meant to help or influence in the road ahead. Countless people have found that even in times of difficult loneliness, it opened their mind and it taught them valuable lessons and even redirected their life. When they found themselves in a place where they were forced to endure a period of loneliness, it was then that they were able to finally hear the incredible wisdom and guidance that they'd been waiting for and needing. So time alone can actually ignite new dreams, creativity. It can develop your character in new ways and give you profound renewal if you let it. It's no wonder that throughout history, people have purposely sought out time to be alone, to process life, and to grow stronger. I want to encourage you to start believing that some of your highest achievements may come out of your times of greatest loneliness. I want to share with you 3 tools that I've discovered when I've been faced with loneliness. When I stopped looking outside, and I discovered 3 powerful conversations I could have that strengthened and encouraged me beyond what I ever thought possible. Number 1, upward conversation. To learn and embrace the power of silence. Practice a period of complete silence and stillness on purpose. God speaks loudest when we are quiet, and it builds our listening muscle. 2 years ago, I began a Be Still time, I called it. And each day, I started by setting a timer for 10 minutes, and then I sat in complete silence to tune into God and to listen more closely. I have now filled 3 books writing incredible things that I've discovered and that I've heard, and it truly has forever changed my life. Number 2, inward conversation. Your self-talk is powerful. Study after study shows that what we tell ourselves affects everything we do. Tell yourself great things and focus on gratitude, which is considered to be the healthiest of all human emotions. You can dream, you can visualize, and imagine new ways to use your talents or create something. It can effectively shift your mind, your attention, and your feelings. And number 3, outward conversation. Your own voice is powerful. When you speak out loud, you hear the voice that you trust and understand the most in this world. When you speak to yourself with your own inflection and words and tone, you listen and you hear in a unique way. And the emotions carried in your own voice can influence your overall emotional state. We really are our greatest own influencer. And you can passionately declare positive affirmations or motivational phrases out loud. Read to yourself a book out loud. Describe your goals and your dreams to give yourself a pep talk out loud. And record messages to yourself. I do it all the time. Uplifting things that I want to hear. I literally encourage myself, and you can too. I hope you're beginning to see that loneliness is not a place to avoid or escape or fear. It can actually inspire you to greater things. So I leave you with this challenge. Try the 3 conversations and take action towards learning to encourage yourself. It will become a lifelong practice to equip you when facing any dark days alone. There will be times in life when you will be alone, and times when no one seems to see you or hear you or really understand what you're going through. Life and people and circumstances continually change in this world, and you never know when or how you will have to face loneliness. But when you master the ability to encourage yourself, you will no longer need to fear solitude. When you experience loneliness, you will know what to do with it. God's strength will give you the comfort in knowing that although you may sometimes be alone, and there may be times when you feel alone, every moment of every day, you truly are never alone. It's been great to be with you again today, and I hope that you watch for my next video coming up. And if you happen to have missed my first video, please make sure to go back and check out how to overcome fear. Stay encouraged, and I'll see you next time.